teacher and director of this year's musical, The Drowsy Chaperone. Translating for me tonight is our student director, Giselle.
안녕하십니까. 오늘 밤 저희와 함께해 주셔서 감사합니다. 저는 고등 드라마 선생님이자 이번 뮤지컬 The Drowsy Chaperone의 감독인 타라 메이입니다. 안녕하세요. 저는 통역을 도울 학생 감독 주셀리 이호진입니다.
There are a few expectations about audience etiquette that we would like to remind you about before we start tonight's show.
공연을 시작하기 전 몇 가지 안내사항을 말씀드리겠습니다.
I am quite excited that COVID restrictions are continuing to lessen, but I would like to remind you to please keep your masks on at all times.
코로나19로 인한 규제가 완화되었으나 공연장 내에서는 항시 마스크를 착용하시길 바랍니다.
Please silence your cell phones as any additional sound can be distracting for the actors.
휴대전화는 무음으로 해주십시오. 공연 도중 발생하는 소음은 배우들과 크루에게 큰 방해가 될 수 있습니다.
Please do not use flash photography. The flash is not safe and distracting for the actors. Also, we do have student photographers from the yearbook taking photos, which we will be able to make available for access in the near future. Along with this, please do not record anything from the show. We have a video production company who will be filming the performance, but personal recordings are prohibited within our contractual obligations.
사진 촬영 시에는 플래시를 꺼주십시오. 또한 공연의 그 어느 장면도 녹화하지 마십시오. 우리 공연을 촬영할 영상 제작사가 있으니 계약상의 의무로 개인 촬영은 철저히 금지되어 있습니다.
Finally, please remain as quiet as you can during the show. Of course, you can laugh and react, but please keep it reasonable so it doesn't distract the actors.
마지막으로 공연 중에는 조용히 해주십시오. 물론 웃음과 환호는 출연진에게 큰 힘이 되지만 공연을 방해하지 않는 선에서 하시길 바라겠습니다.
The actors have put in many hours in order to prepare an exciting experience for you. We're happy to have you here if you can follow the proper etiquette. However, if you can't, we will ask you to leave the theater.
우리 출연진과 제작진은 기억에 남는 공연을 올리기 위해 많은 시간과 노력을 쏟았습니다. 여러분을 관객으로 모시게 되어 기쁩니다만 공연에 해가 끼치신다면 극장에서 나가달라고 요청할 수 있습니다.
Before we get started, I know we're almost there. We just have a few quick updates. There will be use of strobe lights during the show in 2 moments, one near the beginning of the show and one near the end of the show.
시작하기 전 몇 가지 주의사항이 있습니다. 우리 공연은 극 앞부분 그리고 끝부분 2번 스트로보 조명을 사용합니다.
Tonight's actor for Adolfo will be played by T. Jones. I'd also like to give a shout out for the cast and crew for being flexible with the many changes we have had with casting during the rehearsal process. As a director and a teacher, it warms my heart to have a cast that has that willingness to jump straight in, as well as other actors who support them wholeheartedly.
오늘 공연의 극중 캐릭터 아돌포는 12학년 티그 존스 학생이 연기할 것입니다. 리허설 내내 캐스팅에 따른 많은 변화에 유연하게 임해준 출연진과 제작진에게 큰 감사를 표하고 싶습니다. 감독으로서 그러한 열정과 용기가 있는 배우들과 그들을 전폭적으로 지지해온 제작진이 있어 마음이 따뜻해집니다.
From all of us to all of you, thank you for supporting the drama program here at KISJ. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
우리 출연진과 제작진 모두가 여러분 모두에게 감사의 말씀을 전합니다.
I hate theater. Well, it's so disappointing, isn't it? You know what I do when I'm sitting in the dark in the theater, waiting for the show to begin? I pray. Oh dear God, please let this be a good show. And let it be short, Lord in heaven, please. 2 hours, fine. 3 hours, way too much. And keep the actors out of the audience, God. I didn't pay good money to have the fourth wall just come crashing down on my ears. All I want is a good story, and a few good tunes to take me away. I just want to be entertained. I mean, isn't that the point? Amen. You know, there was a time when people sat in darkened theaters and thought to themselves, my God, what did George and Ira Gershwin got for us tonight? Or, can Cole Porter pull it off again? And now it's more like, please, Elton John, must we continue this charade? You know, it used to be, sitting there in the dark, you knew that when the show began, you would be taken to another world, a world full of color and music and glamour. And you thought to yourself, my God, when are they going to bring up the lights? Oh, how things have changed. Hello. Hi. How are we today? Yeah? I'm feeling a little blue myself, you know. A little anxious for no particular reason. A little sad that I should be feeling anxious at this age. A little self-conscious anxiety resulting in non-specific sadness. The state that I like to call blue. Anyway, whenever I'm feeling this way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So I was going through my records this morning. Yes, records. And I was about to put on a soundtrack recording of Meredith Wilson's The Music Man. I had a craving for young Ronnie Howard. But then I said, no, let's have a treat. Let's just disappear into the decadent world of the 1920s when the champagne flowed and the caviar chilled, and all the world was a party, well, for the wealthy anyway. So, I dug about, and what did I find but one of my favorite shows, The Drowsy Chaperone. Remember? Music by Julie Gable, lyrics by Sidney Stein. It's a 2-record set remastered from the original in 1928. And it's with the original cast including Beatrice Stockwell as the chaperone. Isn't she elegant? Let me read you what it says on the back. Mix-ups, mayhem, and a gay wedding. Of course, the phrase gay wedding has a different meaning now, but back then it just meant fun. And that's exactly what the show is. Fun. Okay, so, would you indulge me? Yes! Will you let me play the record for you? Yes! I was hoping you would say yes. You hear that static? I love that sound. To me, it's the sound of a time machine starting up. Okay, now, let's visualize. It's November 1928. You're sitting at the doorsteps of the Morosco Theater in New York City. It's very cold. Remember it used to be cold in November? Not anymore. November is the new August, apparently. Global warming, we're all dead. Anyway, it's very cold and a heavy gray sleet is falling from the sky, but you don't care because you're going to see a Broadway musical. Now, can you close your eyes? Overtures. They're out of style now. I miss them. It's the show's way of welcoming you, you know. It's like a musical appetizer of sorts. A poo-poo platter of tunes, if you will. Oh. Something new. What could it be? Sounds like a dance tune, kind of rollicking. Maybe involving pirates? Don't worry, there are no pirates. the overture starts to go wild, and you know that you're seconds away from being transported to another world. It's a new Gable and Stein musical. I can't wait.
Yes, madam.
How do I look?
You look radiant, Mrs. Tottenville.
I do look this dress though. It never goes out of style.
It's a miracle, madam.
My dress, my fancy dress. I don't know why I'm wearing it, I must confess. My dress, I love my dress. Would someone tell me why I put it on?
Yes, your dress, your fancy dress. Was such a pleasure airing it, restitching and repairing it. God bless your dress, it's one fine dress, and I will tell you why you put it on. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Madam, you're the hostess and it's happy wedding time. Wedding bells will ding, wedding bells will gong. Wedding bells will ding-a-ling and we will ding along. Your fancy dress, we're very, very glad you put it on. Wedding guests have come, wedding guests are here. Wedding guests are at the door and soon they will appear.
I'm Robert, the bridegroom. I'm here to marry Jeju, the star of music falling to my love alone.
I'm George, that's George, his best man George. I'm honored to be doing what a best man. Mrs. Tottendale, now don't you worry. This whole wedding is planned out, see? The key is organization. Each friend represents a task yet to be completed. Yeah, the florist, pay the musicians, book the minister. This whole wedding needs to run like clockwork.
Oh, is there gonna be a wedding?
You are the king of rollers, so your tears are lost. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Someone has a cup, someone is a tear. Where is Janet Vandergraff and when will she appear? It's Janet, it's Janet, it's Janet Vandergraff.
It's prohibition, madam.
A wedding, a wedding,
I brought my own.
a wedding today.
Pain makes me drowsy.
It's really happening, truly happening, almost happening. What is happening?
I'm fixed, the aviatrix, not the sky. I circle through the skies in my modern apparatus. I'm fixed, the aviatrix, I better fly. I see you when they die tonight.
A wedding, a wedding, a wedding, a wedding's coming our way.
Okay, there you have it. All the guests have arrived. We have a bride who's given up the stage for love, her debonair bridegroom, a hairy producer, a flaky Corinne, a Latin Lothario, and an aviatrix, what we now call a lesbian. And of course, my favorite character, the Drowsy Chaperone. What more do you want for an evening's entertainment? Huh? Wasn't that wonderful? And we moving along. I don't even know what that means. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through this record as best as I can. Don't worry, it won't be hard to follow. So we begin with a welcome from the love-struck groom.
Well, I just wanted to thank you all for coming. I tell you, I must be some lucky fellow. Why, who would have thought that I, Robert Martin, would be marrying a glamorous showgirl, and that glamorous showgirl would be willing to give up a successful career for me, Robert Martin. Now, if it weren't for prohibition, I'd say let's raise a glass.
Here, here.
To Miss Janet Van de Graaff, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not. The groom must see his bride on the day of the wedding. It's just bad luck.
I hope you heard that, because that's the plot. Well, basically. Hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served in the Arabian room.
Say, isn't it a bit too early to be drinking in the day? I don't understand the question. Okay, you keep Janet away from Robert, you understand? That's your dog. You're the chaperone. I'm on Captain. Oh, Robert, who's my little bunny?
I'm your little bunny.
So the bride and groom are whisked away, and we shift our attention to the B plot, which involves the producer.
Mr. Baltic.
Getting married and leaving show business?
Mr. Baltic.
Doesn't she know I have obligations?
Mr. Baltic, I can be your leading lady.
Kitty, not now.
But I've been taking lessons, singing, acting, and ballet.
Ballet?
Yeah, I'm pretty good too. Last week I auditioned for Swanee Lake.
Okay, a little annotation here. Kitty and Feltzig were a couple in real life. Jack and Sadie Adler. Now, this is a familiar comic construct. A stupid woman and her long-suffering companion. Well, she appears stupid, but in the end she does something clever and makes everyone wonder whether it was all just an act. But still, she had a wonderful career on stage. Back then, the theater was the only place where stupid people like her could make a decent living. This is before television, of course.
Kitty, for the last time, no.
Pet of four, Mr. Felton?
Perhaps a nice buffet. Not now, boys, I'm not hungry.
Then we could give you something else to chew on.
Yeah, something that ain't food. Like what?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand before you in the guise of innocent pastry chefs, we're also
And primarily,
employees of certain individual
a certain individual. A certain individual.
who happens to be the largest single investor of Felton's Follies. He has sent us here
As pastry chefs,
to express his concern about Miss Van de Graaff's impending nuptials.
specifically,
That if she gets married and leaves the show,
then there ain't no show.
Say, don't I know you?
No, you don't.
Have you ever spent any time at the Toledo?
have you ever spent any time in a coma?
No, but I got visit in Ohio.
Kitty, boys, you told your boss that this wedding isn't going to happen. You have my word. Oh, well, you got your word. All right.
But to go back on that word would be a recipe for disaster. Now we hope we made ourselves perfectly clear.
What cannot be hope?
You, the Scotty, you're kidding me.
I will much. Boys, you drop your chef routines.
Alas, we ganache.
Now we're on the lamb.
Lamb's an entree in macaroon.
Here we have the interchangeable vaudeville duo, the Paul brothers, John and Peter Paul. Well, they were born Abram and Amanda Moslovskowitz, but were renamed at Ellis Island by a sarcastic immigration official. And they were an early example of the typical Broadway gangster, full of wordplay and stylized movements, not very intimidating. Unless you find dancers intimidating, which I do, but for reasons that would not be appropriate to the situation.
We'll leave the matter in your hands, Mr. Golden. In the meantime, feel free to ground and search our soul.
Try to leave us a pride.
It's to die for.
Holy cats, Mr. Fulton, they're gangsters!
Very perceptive, Kitty. Now move powder your face. Okay, so now I gotta stop this wedding, but how? Oh, Lord in heavens, how? How?
I always thought that moment was a little overplayed. So, with the plot well on its way, let's go to the groom's room.
Hey there, handsome, show me those curly whites.
The groom was played by the dashing Percy Hyman. He started out as the Albright toothpaste man, his fabulous smile adorning every tube. Now, Albright was hugely popular in the 1920s because it contained cocaine. It's true. If you look at the ingredients, it's the fifth one right below sugar. Anyway, it wasn't long before he became a huge matinee idol.
Now don't you worry. It's perfectly normal for a groom to be nervous on his wedding day. It is. Of course!
I love Percy Hyman. Now, some people say he was a bad actor. But to those people I say, shut up!
Hey there, Mr. Mirrorman. Shaking and no quaking, trembling like them Freddy cats do. Something baby bothering. Cold feet, rather you got cold feet. You can make them cold feet hot. Little red young feet, old feet, can be uncontrolled feet. Better make them cold feet hot. Down the aisle, cross the arches, they can learn to swing. Icy cold can drive. Wedding marches played in a ragtime swing. Make British souls come alive and take that dive. Small feet, turn them into bold feet. Ready to make them cold feet.
Why don't you slide back into your muzzle, you backstabbing worm? Well, I got booked a new minister. Say, what are you up to?
I'm singing a song on Old Man Tommy, a Dixie remedy for wedding day jitters.
You think you got the jitters? You got the easy part. I gotta get the rights, the bonfiniers, and the new minister. The whole wedding is on my shoulders.
Sure, it sounds like you've got cold feet.
What do I got?
Cold feet?
What do I want?
Cold feet?
What do I do? Cold feet?
No. Make the cold feet hot.
6, 7, 8. Cold feet, cold feet. Turn them into bold feet. Better make them cold feet. Ha! Make it cold feet hot. Make it cold feet hot. Make it cold feet hot.
Percy Hyman was a wonderful performer. I like to think of him panting and sweating after a long dance routine. He's still alive, you know. I saw him on TV recently celebrating his 100th birthday. They were wheeling him out, and he had that wide-eyed expression of confusion that God reserves for the very, very old. You know, the ones that say, "Who are you? Why is my cake on fire?" You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
What are you thinking? Dancing around like fools.
I'm sorry, George. I was just trying to calm my nerves. It is my wedding day after all.
You couldn't get hurt. You couldn't snap an ankle or two. Dancing is way too dangerous. You know what you can do? Skate. That's what I do to blow off some steam.
George, what would I do without you?
You do know how to skate, right?
Of course.
Now, don't get hurt. Oh, wait. No. What was I thinking? You can't go out looking like that. You might see Janet. Here, have a blindfold.
Oh. George, you think of everything.
Just looking out for you, my boy. Now, no more tap dancing. Wedding bells will ring. Bells will chime. Wedding
Just
bells
happens
will
occasionally. I'm sorry.
celebrate.
It's gonna stop soon, okay? What? What do you want?
Hello. You have reached my answering machine. Leave a short message after the tone, and I'll call you back at my convenience.
I hate it when that happens. It's like a cell phone going off at a theater. You know. Oh, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm at the theater ruining the moment. How about you? Oh, I couldn't go out tonight, so I thought I'd ruin the moment by proxy. Sorry, let's just shake that off. Let's go back in our minds to 1928, shall we? They didn't have cell phones back then, but I'm sure they had something for the ruining of moments. Bugles or something.
Happy wedding time!
So, the scene shifts, and we find the bride, the glamorous Janet Van de Graaff, entertaining questions from reporters as she lounges by the pool.
Miss Van de Graaff, is it true that you're giving up your career for your love?
Yes, Robert and I met on the Lido deck of the Ile-de-France. He amused me with stories of his father's oil interests. We spooned, briefly, and then he proposed.
So you won't be returning to stage ever?
I shan't.
You shan't?
I shan't.
Can I quote you on that?
Of course. One more question. Yes. Why in the world would anyone put olives in a Gibson?
Well, I got a question. How can you lead the footlight when you very well know you have grease paint in your veins?
Victor, please.
Janet, please, I'm begging you. Dump them up, stay with the Follies. I'll do anything. Oh. Alright, I'll put your name on top of mine in the marquee.
Oh, Victor, if you think this is about vanity, you couldn't be more wrong. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to sing tunes no more. I don't want to ride mules no more. I don't want to show off. I don't want to wear this no more. Play the softly Christmas no more. Blow my signature no more. I don't want to show off. Don't try to control me. I made up my mind. And that's it. I quit. I'm leaving it all behind. I don't want to be cute no more. Make the gentleman hoot no more. I don't want to wear fruit no more. I don't want to show off.
She don't wanna show off no more.
Not me. I use no more. These three.
No more.
I don't want to show off. She don't want to show off. I don't want to show off. She don't want to show off no more. Off no more. Not me. Whee! I don't want to show off.
She don't wanna show off, show off. Don't wanna show off no more. Don't wanna show off no more.
Please, no more attention. I counted to 10. And I'm through. Adieu. You'll never see it. You'll never see this. Never see this. Never see that. Never see these again. I don't want to change keys no more. I don't want to change keys no more. I don't want to change keys no more. I don't care if you scoff. I don't want to be cheered no more. Praised no more. Grabbed no more. Loved no more. I don't want to show off.
She don't wanna show off.
I don't want to show
She don't
off.
wanna show off. She don't wanna show off.
I don't want to show. Did I miss something?
Well, Mr. Melton, it is painfully obvious that Miss Vandergrift has no desire to continue a life on the stage.
Can't you see it's killing her old soul?
Don't worry, boys. This wedding still isn't going to happen.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't do an encore.
I don't want an encore no more. People shouting for more. No more. I don't want a show.
That was Jane Roberts as the bride. She was the Oops Girl. Remember? Surely you remember the Oops Girl. Don't you people read? She was billed as the girl whose sexual energy was so great that it caused the men around her to have accidents. Oh, I mean like spill their drinks, drive their cars into trees, stuff like that. And then she would just go, oops. Well, I'm not really doing it justice, but people ate it up at the time, and she made a whole series of films based off that shit. You know, like, Oops, the Oops Girl Come Home, which, by the way, won an Oscar for special effects.
Oh. Okay, so begging and growling didn't work. On to plan B. For this, I'm going to need an accomplice. Someone who's gullible and has loose morals. I need what you call it, a European.
La 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 la.
In walks Adolfo, self-proclaimed ladies' man. He was played by the former silent film star and world-class alcoholic Roman Bartelli. He's the one who later drank himself to death at his chateau in Nice. And by the time they found his body, it was half partially consumed by his poodles. Well, he was only partially consumed.
Excuse me, I don't think we've met before.
I am Adolfo.
You are Adolfo?
Yes, I am Adolfo.
Not the Adolfo.
Yes, I am Adolfo.
Funny, you don't look like a scoundrel.
Yes. What?
Why? I just overheard the groom say that Adolfo was a scoundrel. I just heard him say that.
What? Adolfo is a scoundrel?
Those exact words.
Adolfo is a scoundrel.
It's like I'm hearing it all over again.
Why, Adolfo, he is saying this to beautiful ladies with breasts for making love. Why, I must.
Why? You must get revenge on this man.
I must take this groom into my hand and kill him.
Yes! Wait, no. Just heard enough so you can't be at the wedding.
Show me to this groom. Wait,
What?
what type of man is this groom? A big man?
Well,
A burly fellow?
he is big on the outside.
No. Adolfo will not fight big men. Small, pale, weaselly little dwarf men that Adolfo can punch far away.
So you're a lover, not a fighter.
Yes, Adolfo is a lover of beautiful ladies. Some call me the king of romance.
Well, you know what they say. The best way to get back at a man is through his
Door.
No. The best way to get back at a man is through his
Window.
No. The best way to get back at a man is through his
woman.
Yes. His woman. You must seduce his woman.
Ah, Adolfo will make love to this woman. Show me to this woman. Wait,
What?
what type of woman is this? A big woman?
No.
The women?
No, she's the cat's pajamas.
Cat's pajamas?
She's a looker. A beautiful woman.
Cat's pajamas. Show me to this woman. Adolfo will make her.
Please, stop it.
I will make her.
Let's go.
Roman Bartelli just chewing the scenery. You certainly couldn't get away with a performance like that nowadays, could you? Mature contemporary audiences are just way too sophisticated to enjoy broad racial stereotypes on stage, so we banished them to Disney. Let the kids deal with it.
Underling,
Yes, madam.
the pastry chefs have been kind enough to provide the liquor for the party, but remember, Underling, we have to be discreet.
Yes, madam.
It is a prohibition after all.
I'm aware of that, madam.
We'll have to use code words. For example, if someone wants a glass of ice water, it means they want a glass of vodka. Have you got that?
Yes, madam.
Are you sure? Maybe you should write it down?
I understand, madam. A glass of ice water is a glass of vodka.
What's a glass of ice water?
Vodka.
Ice water.
Vodka? Vodka!
Well, you see, that's settled. One less thing to do. Underling, might I please have a glass of ice water? I found our meeting with the pastry chefs rather trying, and I would like to have a glass of refreshing ice water.
A glass of ice water, madam.
That was your vodka, you poop.
I hate this scene.
Well, now I do need a glass of ice water.
A glass of ice water, madam?
Yes, ice water. Are you going deaf?
Who thought I were?
You can see where this is going, can't you? It's really just a series of spit takes.
A glass of ice water, madam.
That was your vodka, you poop.
You know, the Drowsy Chaperone was quite progressive for its age. It had a Korean actress playing the aviatrix, the lesbian, for example.
A glass of ice water, madam.
That was your vodka, you poop.
Yes, some elements were quite progressive, while others were stale in 1928. You know what? I'm going to skip ahead.
Your glass of ice water, madam. To find myself some lime juice, madam.
Lime juice? For heaven's sake, why?
I'm gonna wring out my eyebrows and make myself a gimlet.
Okay, now you're probably asking yourself, what was that routine doing in this show? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. They needed something to allow for the set change, so that's just been put in there. It's mechanics. Like pornography. Okay, let me explain what I mean by that. You know, in porn, the story is pretty simplistic. Like, how do I pay for this pizza? Being the classic example. My point is the story only exists to connect the more engaging production numbers. What? Well, what kind of society do we live in if we can't really talk about the similarities between musical theater and porn?
In a few Life is a mad whirlwind.
Okay, this is a really interesting scene. This is the only scene in the show where Jane Roberts and Beatrice Stockwell are alone together on the stage. Now, Jane Roberts was an emerging star, but Beatrice Stockwell was already well established and a force to contend with.
I'm so full of apprehension, but I suppose it's normal considering the circumstances. Have you ever been married, chaperone? No, I drink for pleasure, not out of necessity.
A glass of ice water, madam. I'm afraid we're fresh out of olives.
Have you ever been married, underling?
Heavens, no, madam. If I'm gonna serve a woman, I prefer to be paid for my efforts.
Oh, you too. I know it seems crazy to give up a successful career to marry a man I hardly know, but somehow, for some reason, when I look into his eyes, his big, funny eyes, I get all woozy. And that's love, isn't it? Not necessarily. The wooziness could be caused by any number of things. I mean, I'm woozy right now, and I'm certainly not in love.
Now, Beatrice Stockwell was world famous for her rousing anthems. She entertained and inspired troops in every major world conflict, up to and including the Falklands War. Of course, by that time, she was nearly 80 years old, and her anthems didn't so much as rouse as stupefy, but she still insisted that a rousing anthem be included in every show she ever did, even if it wasn't appropriate. But you just couldn't say no to her. That's star power.
Really, you aren't being the least bit helpful. Couldn't you at least allay my fears with a few choice words of inspiration? Inspiration. My dear, that's not my forte. Yeah, but if, you just stumble along on life's funny journey, stumble along into the blue. We look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to do. Still stumble away, the light raging back. Barely knowing left from right, no right from wrong. Situation. Let me explain. Oh, no, I don't really think that's necessary. Perhaps I was just looking for a minute. Listen, it's true. That don't matter what you live. It can boil to you. Nothing left to give. 7 over 80 wonders, 7 underwater seas, 6 excruciating continents, and Antarctica. Oh, please.
Antarctica. Oh, please.
Still, you mustn't let it lead you on this planet, oh so slim. Keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand. As you stumble along, cross life's crowded and slow, as we push and we shout, we leave and we learn. And when we finally leave the bar and we see the morning star, we
Don't you just love her? He's basically singing a rousing anthem about alcoholism. And that's just what I love about her. She does whatever she wants, regardless of what other people think. My mother was kind of like that.
That was quite inspiring, Chaperone. I'm so conflicted. Is Robert the man for me?
My dear, that's something you'll have to decide for yourself.
But I just want you to love me.
Why don't you ask him? Why don't you say, Roger, do you love me?
It's Robert, and I'm not allowed to see him. In fact, it's your job to keep me away from him.
Yes, you're right. And I take the responsibility very seriously. However, I'm just feeling this moment terribly, terribly drowsy. I'm afraid if I had to ever lie down. Now, whatever you do, don't go wandering through the garden, seeking out your fiancé to ask him the question upon which your future happiness depends.
Thank you, Chaperone. I just have to know if he loves me.
Such a skinny little thing. Still, I envy her. Oh, when will love come crashing through my door?
La 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 la.
Look who it is. Adolfo comes to seduce the bride.
I am Adolfo.
Try not to think of the poodles while you're listening to this part.
I am Adolfo, and you must be bride.
No, I am not.
What? This is bridal suite, and you are only one here, therefore you must be bride.
Interesting, Governor. But I'm afraid you are a moron.
What?
Me? No. Try. Perhaps I could take the message.
Yes. Dear Vendigrass bride, I must make love to you and transport you to a place of ecstasy. Sooner is better. Signed Adolfo, King of Romance.
Well, you found yourself in a little loose. You found me out.
Ah, so you are bride.
Apparently, yes. Take me, Adolfo.
No. Not Adolfo. Adolfo. First when we were making love, and you are screaming my name. You must say the right name to ruin everything. Now how can I make you remember? Who's the fellow that'll be Adolfo? And who is it all always be Adolfo? The lovely ladies always scream Adolfo. I introduce myself, I am Adolfo.
Nice to meet you, Kelly.
Not so fast. Now just in case you didn't hear Adolfo, I'll try to make it very clear, Adolfo. Proudly, I am Adolfo.
Understood.
I can sing it high. I can sing it low. Adolfo. I can sing it very fast. Adolfo. I can sing it very slowly. I do it now, but it will take hours. Now let us see if you can remember my name.
I'll give it a shot.
Now who's the fellow that you see?
Adolfo.
And how should you refer to me?
Adolfo.
And who is it all of me?
Adolfo.
Now sing it proudly.
You're Adolfo.
I'd like to spell it out for you. For all you lovely ladies in the audience who didn't hear me, for some reason, I don't know, maybe you're hard of hearing or distracted by my beauty. It goes. Go. Adolfo!
That was my mother's favorite number in the show. I think it was a secret fantasy to be swept off her feet by a Latin lover. And I mean a real Latin lover, not a buffoon. That's the glory of musical theater, right? Romantic fantasy. Falling in love at the drop of a hat. Spontaneous and going. Suddenly finding yourself in an insanely romantic setting.
Robert, look out!
Don't worry, madam. It's my wedding day, so I have to wear a blindfold.
A blindfold?
I'm sorry. Who am I speaking to anyhow?
That's me. I mean, me from France.
This scene couldn't be more ridiculous.
So, you are marrying Janet Van de Graaff, no?
Oui.
I hear she is very beautiful.
Oui.
And glamorous.
Ah, oui, oui.
Exceptionally broad range and excels at playing both comedic and dramatic roles.
Say, I'm having trouble placing your accent. What part of France are you from?
The middle part, where they make the toast. So, you were telling me about your, how do you say it in English? Fiancé?
That's right.
So, tell me the moment when you knew she was the only one for you.
It's a funny story, actually. We were standing at the little deck of Ile-de-France.
Yes.
I was amusing her with the stories of my father's old interests.
And then what happened?
I looked into her eyes, her big, glamorous eyes.
And then you fell. And then you fell?
Yes, right on my keister. And then I said, well, I guess I don't have my sea legs yet.
But we haven't left the docks.
That's what she said. And that's when I knew it must be love.
And then you said?
And then I said, forbearance was one of my talents, but since you've been around, I can't hold my ground. I'm consistently losing my balance. I'm an accident waiting to happen. I'm a mishap about to ensue. I'm the toys on the stairs, the three-legged chair, a hand that's been caught by your shoe. When my two lovesick arms started flapping, there was nothing my ankles could do. You're an accident waiting to happen, so how be I happen to you?
And what happened?
Then she joined in.
Men sing sweet and they fall at my feet. My heart doesn't beat any faster. But when you lose control, it touches my soul. So I'm bracing myself for disaster. You're an accident waiting to happen.
That's right.
A catastrophe destined to be.
That's me. I'm the rats in the cellar.
A broken umbrella,
A branch hanging loose from a tree.
I can see myself jumping and clapping for a penalist dangerously. You're an accident waiting to happen, so hurry and happen to me. And then what happened?
Then we kissed.
You're an accident waiting to happen, so hurry and happen to
Well, it seems that the fake French accent has led to a terrible misunderstanding. Will it all work out in the end? Of course it will. It's not real. It's a musical. And everything always works out in musicals, okay? In real life, however, nothing ever works out. And the only people who burst into song and dance are the hopelessly deranged.
Mr. Bossy!
Where is that Thailand foreigner?
Mr. Bossy!
I mean, how long can it take to seduce one bride?
Mr. Bossy, you don't need Anna no more.
Oh, yeah?
I've been working on a new act. Presenting Can He Be Incomprehensible? Now, think of something.
Oh, I'm thinking of something, all right.
Okay? I am getting it. Pick up some milk and a loaf of rye bread. And don't forget to shave your lips.
You idiot! You're reading your own mind.
No wonder it was so easy.
Mr. Felton,
It was seen the wedding is proceeding according to the schedule.
now it is time to receive your just dessert. What do you say, partner? Should we whip up something special for Mr. Felton?
Yeah. How about Toledo surprise?
An inspired choice.
A Toledo surprise? I've never heard of that.
No, you haven't. Those people who heard of it are generally never heard from again.
You should have rescued the
First you chop the nuts,
And you pound the dough.
then you bake it up nice and slow. And then you got a Toledo. Toledo surprise.
Boys, can you run this by me again?
It's a very simple recipe, Mr. Felzik.
First you chop the nuts,
Then you pound the dough. Then you bake it up nice and slow. And then you got a Toledo. Toledo surprise.
what do you say? Should we give him a little taste?
All right.
Wait, hold on. What grace, what style, what rhythm. Open your hands. Now shake them and give me the recipe one more time. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Chop the nuts, pound the dough.
Right.
Bake it up nice and slow. Toledo surprise.
Now sell it.
Pick the beat. Push it up. Throw it in. Toledo surprise. Everybody beat it up. Then you spit it up. Then you heat it up.
Contracts right away. Hey, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mr. Bossy! What do we have here? Wait, you mean you put a gangster in the show and you won't put me in? They're not even in the union!
No, what is all wrong with it? It's you out. It's for you. They're your backup then. Now get it.
Backup dancers? Holy cats! One that comes to lead up to I'm guessing that was very young. Go again, mess it up, throw it in, if I could see
Wait. Adolfo, he make announcement. Adolfo has made love. Why? Wedding song.
What? For the love of God, why?
Adolfo has made love to the bride.
Oh, ew.
You idiot! That's not the bride, that's the chaperone!
What?
The wedding is off. Robert kissed a French girl. Her name is Mee. She's very beautiful.
I couldn't help it, Janet. She was just like you. Only French.
Oh, sweet mother of pearl.
Underling,
Yes, madam.
what is all this commotion about?
The wedding, madam.
Oh, is there gonna be a wedding?
Not anymore. What a surprise. What a wonderful surprise. First you beat it up, then you speed it up, then you beat it up. If it tries to rise, don't let it. Believe it's surprise.
Surprise?
Wait for the turkey.
Surprise?
Wait for the turkey.
Surprise?
Wait for the turkey.
Surprise! Surprise! Makes me shake.
Oh!
Hits me like a torpedo. Tornado surprise.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Surprise! Where's everyone? Surprise! Toledo surprise. Then you gotta tell me. 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 You gotta tell me. Surprise! Wait till it's ready. Wait till it's ready.
That's the Daisy Folio surprise.
Wait, why are we singing and dancing? Our dreams are in tatters.
Yeah, but the tune is so infectious.
Oh, Robert, this is the saddest day of my life.
Wedding bells won't ring, wedding bells won't chime. They will never celebrate your happy wedding time.
Okay, now the lights go out and it's time for the intermission. Well, at least it would be if we were actually sitting at the Morosco Theater watching the Drowsy Chaperone, which, of course, we are not. I don't like intermissions. They ruin the fun, you know. They just yank you back into reality. One moment, you're in a glamorous world of music and romance, and then bang! You're surrounded by tourists, crinkling candy wrappers, complaining about the lack of women's bathrooms. Cruel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a power bar. I got a blood sugar issue. If I don't have these small meals all day long, I get all jittery. I know it's rude, but trust me, you do not want the alternative. Okay, I gotta go pee now. And when I get back, we'll start Act 2 of the Drowsy Chaperone, okay? Yeah? See you then. Hi. Hi. How are you enjoying the show so far? It's awesome! Yeah? 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 So, you think the wedding's gonna happen? Yes! No? Yeah? No? Do you want it to happen? I don't know. Speaking of weddings, I remember my wedding day. I didn't have breakfast that day, and the ceremony wasn't until 4 in the afternoon. I do. What? You didn't think that I was married? Well, there you go. You shouldn't go making assumptions about people, should you? I'm a very complicated person. Anyway, Act 2 of the Drowsy Chaperone begins with this. A haunting lament from a very depressed bride. She sings it while sitting on her balcony, bathing in the pale blue light of a sympathetic moon. Which is ridiculous, because it's the middle of a damn day. Now, while you're listening to this, try to ignore the lyrics, okay? I know it's going to be difficult, but blanc them out. They're not the best. But the tune is beautiful, and it truly communicates the bride's state of mind. Just ignore the lyrics, okay?
Pedestal and tried to make that bunny stay, and it sat on the top, but it needed to hop, and with other bunnies play. Far away, he left his carrot on that pedestal, beside some pellets in a cup. The strength to pick them up. Oh, bunny, 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 you broke my heart in two. But I'll always save that pedestal for you.
I'm just gonna pour myself a brandy.
Come, my little bunny, come, my little bunny.
The melody is so simple it just floats in the air. And I must confess, I always get a bit misty whenever I think of that half-eaten carrot, the tiny trail of rabbit droppings leading who knows where.
Oh, bunny, 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 my heart is true. But I'll always save that pedestal.
Pedestal.
For you. Come, my little bunny. Come, my little bunny.
Okay, here we go.
Wait,
Who are you?
I'm Janet Bannister.
Do you need anyone?
I don't need anyone.
What about the love of one man?
What do I care about the love of one man when I am adored by millions? Do I need to be so gloomy? No. I can rule the world, so I show. Sing with friends and flowers to me every show. Gertrude handed me a rose.
Now she really lets go.
Janet Vandergrass, ain't no nail that I can't hammer. Why give up a life of glamour, life of glamour, life of glamour? No!
Bunny, 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 bunny. say.
Right,
And it's
always.
there all the time.
I love you,
They
honey.
need to
Enough, enough.
That's the story of a funny God astray. Funny, 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 funny.
Is it the bunny or my pedestal?
Don't you just love that number? It's got everything. A halfway between a show tune and a Looney Tune. A Bugsby Berkeley, I like to call it. And that's another thing I love about musical theater in general. Whenever a character's in crisis like this, you just burst into song and dance, which is so much more interesting than just whining about it. But that's the glory of musical theater. Oh. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is life. You manage to be happy for 5 seconds and something starts ringing.
What a wonderful day for a wedding.
Shall I have the pews removed now, or do you prefer I wait till morning?
Okay, I'm gonna stop here because I don't want this number ruined by a ringing telephone. Here we have two vaudeville performers who have slipped through the cracks of time. Noel Fitzpatrick and Ukulele Lil. I don't really know much about them. I suppose Ukulele Lil played the ukulele? Well, actually, I did try my best to learn more about them. You know, I've gone through my books, tried the internet, and all I managed to find were the autopsy photographs of Tiny Tim. Anyway, they're both charming.
Why would you have your pews removed?
The bride has called off the wedding, madam.
Oh, Underly, never listen to a bride on her wedding day. Love is a very complex emotion, Underly.
Yes, madam.
You know, you can be very close to someone 1 minute, and the next minute, well, I just want to strangle them. Do you understand?
Yes, I am familiar with the urge to strangle, yes.
You see, that's just the nature of love. Love makes lovers worry, lovers fret, but here's the fact, the words we can defend. Just like long ago when Romeo loved Juliet, love is always lovely in the end.
But Romeo and Juliet was a tragedy, madam.
Oh, I never read reviews. Love can start a quarrel, love can cause a din, but love has always been a trusty friend. For a happy face, for a happy age, and Anne Boleyn, love is always lovely in the end.
Might I remind you, madam, that Anne Boleyn lost her head?
Yes, she was in love. Love's good to me, and Adam,
Here we go again.
and Samson and Delilah too.
Good grief, may I pose a question, madam?
Why, yes, of course.
Why does nothing I say to you ever get through?
Don't mind if I do. Love is always lovely in the end.
Excuse me, madam, while I get myself a glass of ice water.
Love sneaks up behind you. Love drops from above. Love will never consciously offend. Love has certainly been kind to me and my true love. Love is always lovely in the end.
But your late husband was a brute.
I don't mean him, you silly cook. Whew.
Oh, madam.
Well, yes, that was charming. But to be frank, on some level, that number just pisses me off. Now, I'm going to say something here, and yes, I have been drinking, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that love is not always love in the end. Often in the end, there are lawyers. And another thing, surely someone was aware of the awkward sexual connotation in that title. Love is always lovely in the end. I mean, is it just me? Well, my point is that that number is naive and irresponsibly so. Sorry, I just thought that had to be said for the sake of the young people. I won't interrupt anymore. But there's this moment coming up that I've been obsessed with.
There you are. Oh, chaperone, I'm in a terrible state. You certainly are. You can't go to the wedding looking like that. Oh, you poor dear. Haven't you heard? The wedding's been called off. Not your wedding. Mine. That reminds me. Might I borrow your veil? You're getting married? What's the groom?
La 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 la. Ah, beautiful lady, fast session.
You're marrying Adolfo? I know it's surprising, but when I look into his eyes, his big, clumsy eyes, I get all drowsy. And that's love, isn't it?
Yes, darling.
There you are. Okay, I'm gonna put my heart out. I can't take the pressure. So if this goes on any longer, your thinker's gonna give out. So please, just this one. Is there going to be a wedding or not?
Yes. Adolfo and the chaperone are getting married. What? There you are. I have wonderful news. There's going to be a wedding. Yes, we heard. You know? But how did you know? But who told you? What difference does that make?
Mrs. Cotton and I are to be married in the garden at 7:30 this evening.
What? What? Oh, yes. Congratulations to everyone. See what cockamamie wedding is this? Everyone's getting married except the bride and groom.
There you are. Oh, Janet, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Please don't be that way. Can't you find it in your heart to marry me? Janet, it's our wedding day. George has gone to all this trouble. And well, I do love you more than I can say.
But you kissed another woman.
Yes, that I just can't understand. I know this may sound ridiculous, but when I was kissing that French girl, why was just like kissing you?
Oh, Robert, you were kissing me.
You mean you're me? Well, that French accent was remarkably accurate.
Thank you. I developed it when I played the role of Mooney in Hold That Baguette.
There you are. Now, before you do anything, let me tell you this. However well you play the wife, role of a happy wife, you'll never, ever get the standing ovation.
I don't know. I'm just so confused. Chaperone, just this one time, can you give me advice that is coherent and appropriate to the situation? Should I marry Robert?
Okay, this is the moment I was talking about. Not only the culmination of the plot, but a moment that has fascinated me more than any other, and that has brought me back to this record again and again. Here it comes.
Well, my advice to you is...
This is it. Listen.
I can.
You see?
You can't quite make out what she says because someone dropped a cane. Let me play that for you again.
I can.
Now, is she saying live while you can, or leave while you can?
I can.
I mean, it's Beatrice Stockwell, so it might just be a cynical quip. But that's exactly what you're thinking when you're standing at the altar, isn't it? Live or leave, and you have to live, because you do love her in some way. Well, it's no exact science. An arrow is not going to fall out of the sky and point to the one you're supposed to be with. So, one day you say it to someone. You say, I love you. And you basically pose it as a question, but they accept it as fact, and before you know it, right there she is, standing in front of you in a $3,000 dress with tears in her eyes. So, what do? You say, I was kidding, I was joking. No. You live, right? You choose to live. And for the first couple of months, you stare at the alien form in bed beside you and you think to yourself, who the hell are you? Who are you? But then one day you say it out loud, and all of a sudden it's trial separation, couples counseling, and all your conversations are about her eating disorder and your Zoloft addiction, and you're constantly redefining and reevaluating and revisiting before you finally lose the deposit on the house. And your whole relationship ends on a particularly ugly note, with your only copy of Gypsy spinning through the air and smashing against the living room wall. But still, in the larger sense, in a broader sense, it's better to have lived than left, right? You have no idea how many times I've listened to that.
Oh, Chaperone, you certainly have a way with words. Robert, my answer is yes, I will marry you. Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Well, Mr. Calvin, it seems like the wedding is a done deal.
Now.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, actually there is. I found a replacement, a new leading lady. Presenting, ta-da, Kitty the Incredible. All right, Kitty. Now read my mind, okay? Mine.
Such a wonderful couple. Now, you ladies will put on your frillies and then we'll all get married in one big club. That's what they do in Utah.
Well, George, I don't know how you managed to pull it off. 4 weddings in one day? I guess you're everybody's best man now.
I am?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
I am!
Hip hip hooray! That's George, the best man, George.
I'm honored to be doing what a best man does.
He's basking in the glory of a 5-12 bond. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding.
Minister, you may begin. I forgot the minister! Who the hell are you?
I'm Trixie, aviation, queen of the sky. The real I'll fancy when my engines need mending. I'll fix my navigation, and then I'll fly. I'll let you love for night and night. So far to catch the party, folks, but we'll have the 6 and 2 shakes and off to Rio for the carnival.
Wait, the captain of the ship performer married.
Yes!
Yes! And a plane is with a sheep with the air. Some call it an air sheep.
Oh, shit!
Yes! Wait, I got it. Tricks. You can marry them on the plane and then we'll all happy honeymoon in Rio. Woo!
Okay, everyone stay calm. This happens occasionally. It's a horrible old house with terrible wiring. Just don't talk to anyone, okay? Keep the show alive in your minds, and I'll find a fuse box real soon. Everyone be quiet!
It's a super.
Oh no.
Hi.
Hi.
Your lights are out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to shut the power off because we're replacing the breaker panels in the basement.
Yes.
So we replace it, but when we turn the power off, all the breakers in the apartment trends.
Yes.
That's what happens. It's normal. So I gotta reset your breakers.
Now?
It'll only take a second.
Okay.
Because I tried calling you earlier before, but you never answered.
Oh, I've been having some problems with the phone.
Here we go. What was that?
Is music.
What kind of music?
Just music, from a show, a musical.
Musicals. You like musicals?
No.
Well, I love musicals. I go to Twice all the time. I've seen Miss Saigon. You know that? We landed a helicopter on stage in that one. I've seen them all. I've seen Cats, I've seen Saturday Night Fever. You know, I like the movie version for that better, but the...
Really? Well, goodbye. Oh well. That's it. The moment is ruined. Just one note away from the end of the show. The mood is ruined. I'm just going to start the record back again, okay? No, I can't do that, can I? It's just so frustrating. You have to understand, I love this show so much, and I've never even seen it. My mother gave me the record. This was just before my father left us. No, he didn't leave because of the record, although I'm sure it didn't help matters. Look, I know it's not a perfect show. The spit take scene is lame, and the bunny motif is flavored. But none of that matters because it does exactly what a musical is supposed to do. It takes you to another world. A world full of color and music and glamour. And it gives you a few good tunes to carry within your head. You know? A little something to help you escape from the dreary horrors of the real world. A little something for when you're feeling blue. You know? As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to
I'm
do.
relaxing, waiting to happen.
Still we bumble our way
I don't wanna sing
through life's crazy labyrinth. There is nowhere left from right, nor right from right.
And the best that we can do is all
We'll sing his songs, we stumble out.